Okay, this is map 2 of NVS versus AFB from the OGN finals. Hollywood. So this map was a little different, I guess, because they ran this single support, or I guess they run triple support. I don't know if you actually need triple support, or it's not even triple support. I'm pretty sure he's trolling, right? They're just speed boosting him out. Yeah, Mickey's gonna go Diva. So they're running single support with a Symmetra. I mean, I don't really consider Symmetra support, but the reason why I like this pick is because AFB hasn't shown much Tracer, and they haven't shown much successful comps. Like, they haven't actually, this team actually has a negative win rate on like hybrid maps and payload maps. And since Arhan's kind of the definition of a one-trick Genji, I think running Symmetra is really smart because Symmetra actually does work against Genji. As long as she's protected, you know? So I like this composition, I like the idea, I like the fact that it's just a straight counter to Arhan, and you have a lot of self-sustain from the Roadhog and the 76 anyway. So as long as Envy keeps Mickey and Coco alive, they should be fine. But, alright. AFB running the Hanzo Zarya comp, which is kind of safe. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. But they don't have any divey heroes. Like, they're running half a dive comp, which is awkward. I feel like Arhan has like the hardest job in the world right now because he's going to try to go in as Genji, but he has to go into 76 and a Hog and Diva. So getting anything done as him is kind of not going to happen. I would like if they switched Arhan to Roadhog or something here so they had more synergy with the Hanzo. Because Hanzo, Genji, again, don't really have the best synergy. You can kind of play it the same way they played it before.
What?
Oh, what's up? Yeah, thanks for the resub. But yeah, like, you have to do the exact same thing that I said they should have done before. Just nano boost the Genji, and that's the only way you win fights. Or Dragon Strike the Graviton. Like, that's the only other way you win fights. But that's really slow to win fights. Like, it's good when you need to win one fight, but not when you're trying to, like, finish the map. I think that this is way too slow of an idea. I think you'd rather run the Hog just so you can get the picks and then snowball off the picks. But it's just risky because I don't actually think that there's a way for them to win the first fight at all with this composition. Unless, like, Recry gets a crazy scatter arrow and, like, insta-gib somebody and then hits a bunch of crazy headshots. Because, like, look at how tanky this team is. Like, even if Arhan got a million, even if they shot like 3 arrows there, they still weren't going to kill Taimu. Like, already, they're just melting. It's just a game of, what's it called? Sustain. Like, Taimu's just walking at this Genji, and this Genji's right-clicking him, and, like, there's nothing he can do. Now Recry's going to feed. Harry Hook the cheater. So Jin's only at 33% Graviton. Chips already has ult. Hulk's at 65. Teleporter's not up yet. But again, the only way they win a fight right now is if Arhan gets kills, or if Recry gets like a crazy scatter arrow. Chips God, Mickey kills the Reinhardt somehow. I don't actually know how the Reinhardt died. I guess he charged. Yeah, he definitely charged because that's why Coco was low. Good discipline there from Harry not to pop the aimbot. They didn't need it. Teleporter's up now, and Arhan is the only hero that can arguably get to the teleporter. Alright, so like, this is really dumb. Okay, this is dumb. I don't mean to say dumb because I don't like sounding negative, but why do you switch off the Hanzo when you're getting close to Graviton and you have 220? Like, just wait. Just, like, go for it. You don't. There's no Zenyatta here. There's nothing really to say that you're gonna lose to the like Dragon Strike. Like, he had 70% ult or something. He got slept by Chips, and that was pretty bad. But he died instantly in the last fight. But that doesn't mean that you should switch heroes now. Like, Arhan should be the one switching heroes, not Recry. I think Recry on the Hanzo is completely fine. There's no reason for this. Like, the Hog isn't gonna win you this game right now. Like, the dragon into the graviton definitely would have won you the game, or could have won you the game quicker than what you're gonna do with this hog. Massive nuke from Chips. That's the third time he's done that. Harry kills the Ana just because of that nuke. Harry's completely uncontested because they have literally no heroes except for this Genji that can get on him. He runs away. Alright, done. They baited him and he's done. That was it. Again, because they have no heroes except for this Genji that's going to kill Harry. Or anyone, to be honest with you, unless they get a hook. But even if you get a hook, can you really burn through a Reinhardt, a Diva, or a Hog? Not really. Alright, so now they have Nano Boost. Jhin still doesn't have ult. It's been 2:15. Alright, here we go. Nano Boost to Dragon Blade. Harry's dead. Chips is dead. Hulk gets him. So the teleporter's still up. No one's found the teleporter yet. Chips is getting Taimu's dead. But now I think that was a respawn from Harry Hook. I don't know where the teleporter is. I'm assuming it's in the back. But they can't kill it. Or maybe it's up the stairs? This is so awkward. I actually don't know where the teleporter is. But the teleporter is becoming MVP right now, and it's completely because they haven't done anything. So Jhin used the graviton to use on like 2 or 3 people, which didn't work out, obviously. Recry just died. I mean, they're stalling really well here, Envy. They're gonna lose this fight eventually because there's no way. Like that was like 8 teleports. I mean, it was all 6, so they're out of teleports already. But this is a really big deal because it gives Hulk time to get back to Lucio before the next point, which is like a bigger deal than I guess it seems. Chips gets another kill, pretty sick. I mean, this is just a big skirmish, but Envy's doing a really good job of delaying the point. And Hulk's already at 30% sound barrier, which is way better than what he could have been at if he had to switch off to Symmetra. I don't agree with Harry switching to Tracer here just to get back. I think 76 was still better. I understand that they wanted to win the game out, but they would have had to have team wiped, and I don't think that there's any scenario where you team wipe there. But Hulk's at 50% sound barrier now, and like that's a really big deal. And we need more fire in chat. Like that was pretty weak fire, guys. I'm a little upset. Now they have Nano Boost and Dragon Blade. Again, like the only way they're gonna win fights. Recry's whole hog did nothing. Jin's Graviton did nothing. He has another one now, which is really good because that fight went on for so long. But I think they could have easily done that quicker with it. They just had waited for this Dragon Strike. I like this positioning from. Okay, I want to point out something here because this was really good actually from Mickey. They burned a lot to win this fight, AFB. They just sound barriered, they graviton, they nano boosted, and they dragon bladed. So there was no real way for Envious to win this fight. I don't hate the idea. I mean, I like that they initiated on Envious with the nano boosted Diva. So the nano boost was fine for sure. But the way that Mickey's playing this is really good because his team just got wiped and now he's just kind of like dying out on the cart and stalling the shit out of the point. But that gives his team a lot of time to respawn. So like he just died, the cart only just started moving, and now everyone's getting back. So it gives them a lot of like space, you know? Like there he is spawning now, and he'll get back before his team does, but time is going to go sneaky up on the roof, which I like. But Envious has decent ult advantage right now in terms of just. So there's the Diva mech. Kills the Lucio somehow. Big Earth Shatter out. And Harry Hook's dead. A little too aggressive, I think, right there. Sound barrier came out a little too late there from Hulk, but I think he had just gotten it, so I don't know that it was that bad. They're doing a good job of dying on the cart though right now, Envy is. As long as this cart doesn't move. Hulk's literally just dancing on the cart, and that's all you have to do is Lucio. Like, he's playing a lot more aggressive than a lot of the Lucios will because he knows that he can get away with it. But Coco and Harry just clutched here, and Hulk delaying the cart was a big deal. A good attack visor, just clean up attack visor. I don't know where Dayfly's nano went there, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter that they because the fact that they just burned nano boost and Arhan's about to have Dragon Blade is really bad. Like, if Arhan's at 95% Dragon Blade, it doesn't... I don't know why they're burning their nano boosts all the time. Like, the only way that they win fights, again, is if they nano boost the Arhan. So, like, that's just been a common theme for this team, is that all the fights they win are on the back of Arhan's Genji. An awkward Dragon Blade. The tilt Dragon Blade. He was nano boosted, he would have gotten that kill a lot quicker. Great space though, I guess. Taimu's up on the roof right now. Or no, he's in the back. Hulk's dying on the cart, Mickey's dying on the cart. Very good from them. And Taimu's in on the roof, and the only person that can get up there is the Genji, and I don't really think the Genji wants to go up there right now. This is a big play, actually. The like the peace of mind to do this was really smart. The nano boost onto him, like, clutch as shit, actually. And the only reason why they were able to do this is because of Mickey delaying the cart on the first fight, and then Hulk delaying the cart at the second point. Like, if they hadn't stalled the cart as much as they did, AFB would have capped. And, like, this is actually one of the best examples of why you're supposed to just go die on the cart if you're gonna die. Because, like, what is it? I don't know. I can't read Korean. But let's say it's like 5 more meters. If they had gotten 5 more meters, they would have lost the second point. But because, like, they chilled on the cart, it was so much better. But yeah. Very good plays from Taimu for sure. Like, Taimu just went off. Another one. But Recry did arguably the least again. I like don't know why he got off the Hanzo. They didn't have any combos for the Gravitons ever. And they didn't really nano boost Arhan enough. Like, if you're gonna run the Genji, just save the nano boost for the Genji. It's kind of like, I would say not nano boosting Genji for AFB is just as big as not saving Graviton for a pulse bomb or the other way around. Like, I think that's how good that is. But yeah, Taimu just went off. But they had no idea he was up there, which I think was a mistake. Like, if they had known he was up there, he probably could have gotten sleep targeted, and that could have just been a completely different game. But somehow Recry didn't mention to his team that Taimu was on the roof, because like Recry had just died to Taimu, so they should have known he was around. I don't know. Someone, that's a miscommunication for sure, though.
A real job in front of them to stop Envy from just pushing through the second point.
It can be done. Recry is a great Mei player. They've been very strong defensively on some of these maps in the past.
Defensive Mei, good.
On other maps that are more point-oriented.
Maybe without Zarya is kind of hard, I think, sometimes.
Is a hybrid map. Blue, may do okay here, but if they lose point A, I think Envious is going to have no trouble at all pushing it the rest of the way. That payload doesn't need to go very far.
I mean, if they can put it together a spirited defense and have, only a minute and a half, 2 minutes left, there is.
But their damage is severely lacking, I think, AFB again. They're in like this weird spot where nobody on their team can play 76, so they just don't ever play 76. Like now Arhan, the Genji player, is now playing Diva, and then you have Jin on the Hog, but like Recry just played the Hog, and I don't know. I feel like they would have been better off running Recry on the Hog and then let Jin play Zarya again. But whatever, man. They don't have any damage. Like, there's actually no damage. It's just hooks and Diva. I guess Mei is damage, but not super damage. I like the Reaper pick, though, from Envious here. It's very good. Taimu goes for the Overwatch hooks. Just try to get the cheap pick at the beginning. Harry Hook's just in right now. Like, he is deep. That kill's really big, though. Alright, he trades. Harry's dead. Mickey's Matrix is doing a lot of work right now. Chips gets a kill. Taimu gets a kill. They overcommitted on that push. Like, once Harry died, I think that they should just backed out. Taimu just went nuts, and like their synergy is just really good. They played that fight perfectly. Envious. Coco's shield almost died, but I think Mickey still had Matrix up, and then Taimu and Chips were just doing damage behind the two of them. But now they're burning a shit ton of ults on the side of AFB.
That was a very fast nano boost. Arhan didn't get a lot out of it, though. In fact,
they capped the point because they got off, and this is like worst case scenario for AFB because it just burned so many ults to try to stall that out. But they keep... Good play right there from Harry. And then Arhan pops self-destruct there because he's tilted, and now they don't have self-destruct. Like, again, this team, this is not a top team. Like, You want to save that for when Adam has Earth Shatter and you can go for the combo, but they just burn it for absolutely no reason. And bad. That's the only way to put it. So that's bad. Like, he was 1v2, his team had just lost the fight, and it's just like drops the Diva Matrix. Like a tilted hubber.
Okay.
It's a bad day for Reaper, guys. Wow, he actually gets out. Now Diva versus Diva. We've all played this 1v1. Who's going to hold down left click faster? Oh, it's like a game of chicken when it's Diva versus Diva. Arhan winning that round, though.
Why would you get a new suit?
Yeah, that is true. And I mean, Mickey knows it's better to just stick on that payload.
Not even worth it for the new suit.
Have that block up just in case projectiles come
His
in.
team was dead. He could have just died and respawned with them and he would have gotten it back. Harry kills. This is a good defense though from AFB. I mean, they're getting kills. I can't really tell what's going on because they're showing like literally the worst possible point of view for these fights. There's the Diva who's like running around on the roof and shit. But he needs to get out right now. Okay. Arhan has ult again. Pretty fast ult actually. But they're not really stopping the cart super well right now. Alright, I guess they're doing a decent job right now. Yeah, it's all about hooks right now. Barrier, attack visor. Crazy aim from Recry. Recry should have just stayed on this hero actually. They get kind of caught out though here and be like, they should have just backed up, but they like try to do too much for sure. And they get farmed a little late. Like, these are really bad staggers from Envy. It just delays their push another 10 or 15 seconds. 30 seconds almost. Probably like 15. But Harry switches to 76, gets off the Reaper. I feel like he should have gotten off the Reaper a long time ago, but I guess he wanted to see if he could do something with the Death Blossom. The hero is just really immobile. Has a hard time getting kills, especially with like Arhan on this Diva. You get hooked, you're dead. It's a little bit easier for you to his aim is so smooth. He gets the kill in the back and then it's like Og comes out with 5 HP, dies. But like, you see what AFB is doing? They're just kind of like, they're not dying on the cart. They like keep running around. Like, look at these 3 players. The cart's just walking. It's 4v6. The cart's still walking. Tap cap, tap cap, tap cap. Like, this whole time the cart's moving and Envy's doing damage. And that hook comes in. That's like GG right there. That hook. Like, that Lucio is the only one on the cart, and now it's really bad. They could have definitely team wiped and gotten back to stop, but instead they like staggered their deaths for literally the entire duration of that Streets phase, and then the cart just rolled its way in. I don't know, like, they're not playing clean Overwatch. But it is what it is. I don't know. They made it to the finals. These were the finals. I don't know though. I feel like you can't do that, you know? You can't be making all these mistakes and like win. Or like you shouldn't win. But whatever.